percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now here is Lowry. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
Again, the miss by Lowry.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Mr. Perfect. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kicks it to Mirotic. Gibson inside. Lewis dishes to Mirotic. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Outside Lowry. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
What a big bonus.
The end. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Mr. Perfect, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Taj Gibson. Tony Snell is out there with Mirotic. And it's Lewis in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Bellinelli kicks to Lowry. Ross on the wing. Now the dish to Bellinelli. There's the 3. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Ross.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
There's the pick. Lewis passes to Mr. Perfect. Dishes it to Gibson. Inside, here's Mr. Perfect. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Perfect's got 16 points.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Lewis. And then for Toronto, Patterson, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Johnson in for Kyle Lowry. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kev. Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Celtics got down to business. He had 30 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Into Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, a shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
So for the Bulls. There's Stowe. He's checked in for Gibson. And McDermott's subbed in for Mirotic. Raptors also changing it up. Graham's checked in. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Bellinelli. Now here's Ross. He has 5. all alone. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Patterson.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Feeds it to Rose. McDermott, no one around him. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by 7. Williams dishes to Patterson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Patterson's got 6 points. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Mr. Perfect, the pass to McDermott. And a miss there on the triple. For Toronto, they've gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Williams with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah. He dishes it to Johnson. Clock at 6. And Williams, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Rose passes to Mr. Perfect. Now the feed to McDermott. To the inside. Here's Mr. Perfect. And off the glass. That one's good. Mr. Perfect's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Williams kicks to Ross. Back to Williams. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. He kicks to McDermott. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
It's Williams with the drive. Blocked.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
No good for Mr. Perfect. Raptors trail by 5.
And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Loss in the corner. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, he got it!
Oh, buzzer! Knock it down! Right at the horn! Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And the first half is now in the books.
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Yeah, I expected they might. But at the same time, we're going to have an answer for that because the rest of this team, just dangerous on the offense is me.
Thank you for your time, Kevin. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business.
In just a moment, we're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
How about this, a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just pumps life into your whole team.
You know, the way he's impacted the game in so many different ways, it's been fun to watch and really going to be hard to slow him down.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and Williams, the guards. Johnson is out there with Patrick Patterson, and it's Graham in at the center position.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
He hits both from the stripe.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
And here's Lowry. Patterson a screen on Rose. Now here's Patterson. Defense is right there. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
just 3 to shoot. Johnson, a wide open look. Second chance shot. Patterson can't get it to go.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Raptors trail by 13. Patterson setting the pick for Williams. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. Patterson a screen on Rose. The drive by Lowry. Here's Patterson. And the Raptors miss again.
You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You can see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Not the best decision.
The Raptors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Rose passes to Mr. Perfect. He feeds it to McDermott. Pass to Butler. To the right side. Here's Mr. Perfect. Another one falls for Chicago.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And the Raptors making a change here.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. 9th in opponent field goal percentage. 12th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
I like what they've done defensively. You talked about that opponent field goal percentage number. That's impressive because you know they're getting after it every game. They've got a good plan. They're covering up for one another defensively. They're rotating. They're closing out on shooters. And they're trying to make offense as difficult as possible out there.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together. And they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Back to Lowry. Johnson kicks to Lowry. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Lowry's got 5.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
And again it will go. Basket is good from Mr. Perfect. And the Bulls lead by 17. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Carter sets the pick for Lowry. To the middle. Carter dishes to Lowry. And Bellinelli kicks to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. As you look at Mr. Perfect, leading the league in points per game. Such a great play.
Well, all you have to do is point to his name at the top of the list. What a season it's been for him. He's been amazing.
What a game we've seen here for Mr. Perfect. He's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He is in a third-quarter groove.
Well, his legs look really fresh to this point in this half.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott. Tony Snell comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Lewis subbed in for Derrick Rose. Carter, the pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the baseline, Jay. Lowry's got 7. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-5 run. Lewis kicks to Snell. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Raptors trail by 19. Here is Lowry. 7 points in the game. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter.